Welcome to the Business B.E.A.R podcast, Garrett County Business Development's local business marketing podcast, hosted by me, local radio personality and the voice of Garrett County, Connor Norman. Why Business B.E.A.R? Well, not only are black bears famous in our community, but the acronym actually stands for something. It stands for Business Expansion Assistance and Retention Podcast. So on this show, we sit down and spend 15 to 30 minutes talking with our local business owners, state partners, and economic development professionals in Garrett County. It's our hope that you learn a lot, and we'll try to have some fun while we're at it. So stay tuned and buckle up. Let's get this show on the road. So today we've got some exciting guests here. We are going to be talking to our friends from Cindy's Fund. That's right, I've got Sandy Bell with me, and I've got Mandi Shaffer. They are the geniuses behind the organization. We're going to hear it right from the experts themselves. Sandy, Mandi, how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, me too. I'm loving the fall weather. It's my favorite time of year.
Beautiful.
I know,
Beautiful.
the leaves are turning like crazy right now, and I know it's still September. They say it's all October. It is happening now, and it just feels good. It's starting to cool down. That summer heat is busted off.
Yeah.
I mean, I think winter, summer, you live in Garrett County for this time frame.
Yes.
The other seasons are beautiful, but you want to be here during the fall. I mean, Autumn Glory Festival, just the beautiful trees, everybody coming together for that pre-holiday, cheer and merriment. This is the time to be around here. What do you guys think?
Oh, I think this is the most beautiful fall we've had in years.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah.
And the trees, I don't think are that bright this year, but they do have this kind of like toned down color that's still magnificent. I don't know. We haven't seen it in a while.
No.
So it's like everything out there is in that like sepia filter or whatever.
Yeah. They'll get prettier.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They'll brighten up definitely as October rolls in. But anyway, weather aside, ladies, it's so good to have you in here. Before we jump into Cindy's Fun, I kind of want to introduce the people behind the microphones right now. So Mandi, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and then your role with the organization.
Yeah, so born and raised here in Garrett County. I met Sandy and Cindy's Fund 22 years ago when I started at First United. Mm-hmm. Sandy was someone that helped train me. Actually, I think you ran on one of my interviews as well.
I think so. I think I helped hire you.
I think you did. Yeah, you have good taste.
Well, yeah.
So from there, she roped me into Cindy's Fund and fundraising, and I could really get behind the cause because my family's also been touched by cancer, several family members. So Sandy's just adorable and we love her. So I was like, yep, I'm sold. I'm in. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do. So I've never told her no.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good.
That. Yeah, that is great. I like people like her.
Sandy, let's hear about you.
Yeah, well, I have been in Cindy's Fund for 22 years. Cindy was my twin sister, and she passed away of ovarian cancer. And when we would be making our treks down to Johns Hopkins and NIH, we often talked about how when she got better, we would like to do something, because I don't think you realize until you're faced with cancer what is involved besides the doctor visits. And so that's what I'm doing. A couple weeks before Cindy passed away, the Honorable Judge Ralph Burnett, he and Cindy were friends, and he came to her house and asked if he could start a fund in her name, and she said yes. Well, Ralph took it in the direction of helping the Garrett County Health Department with their grants to provide funding year-round, because they only received enough funding to provide screenings around 9 months out of the year, and they didn't want to put people on a waiting list for screening, and so what Ralph wanted to do was to supplement that so people could have coverage all year.
Oh, wow.
About a year after the fund started, he didn't want the family involved, and then he got tired and asked Rick and I to come on board, and I wanted to take it in a completely different direction, because I knew that there were people that needed help one-on-one.
Yeah.
It had to be more than just funding the health department. So that's where it started. We started with gas cards and fundraisers, and it's just amazing how it has blossomed over the years. I think it's because more people are getting cancer in Garrett County, and word of mouth about how much Cindy's fund really helps people.
Wow.
All the money that we make stays right in Garrett County, and we are all volunteers. None of us get paid for this. So any money that comes in goes directly to pay expenses.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, in the past 22 years, we have paid $1.8 million in cancer expenses for people in Garrett County.
Truly tremendous. You know, you go out there and you hear the stories of the people whose lives you've touched, and it truly is tremendous. I mean, it'll drive you to tears every time. Just how touching, people receive those gifts and how much that helped them during their time. And there are people that pull through that can attribute that grace and generosity to their recovery. So it is spectacular. And watching your social media and your websites and your activities, you would think you guys had a full-time staff. I mean, the amount of engagement you guys have.
It feels that way. I feel like I have a full-time job.
Yeah, for volunteers, you guys absolutely kill it. You are out there every day, you're advocating, you're fundraising several times a year, and it's just really cool to see your engagement, outside of the sphere of, you guys have jobs, you guys have things that you're doing on a daily basis, and I know anyone that is out there that looks for volunteer opportunities, volunteerism really helps you as much as it does the people that you're serving. Do you think that's true?
Oh, definitely. Helping cancer patients is my passion in life. That is my passion. And the fund has been so blessed. I have the most amazing volunteers. They're just so all beautiful. I just love them all. We run the fair booth. We have different fundraisers. And it's like sometimes we have to turn people away from helping because we don't need all the help.
Wow.
And and other organizations might have trouble getting volunteers, but that has never been the case with us.
Excellent.
And quite a blessing.
Yeah, and I think it speaks to who you are as a person too. Sandy does genuinely care about every single person she helps. I seen that firsthand when my mom, she went through breast cancer 5 years ago, and recently it's come back. And Sandy was one of the first people that would reach out and check in, how are you doing mentally? It's not something that you probably would hear another organization reaching out specifically to that person just to see how she's doing.
Yeah.
So we've not had the easiest journey with Mom, but Sandy and her team has been there, and that's why I give so frequently and all the time with my hours that I dedicate to Sandy and the crazy ideas we come up with for fundraising. So it's all because of who she is and what was created, and she has honestly done amazing.
That is spectacular. Now, speaking of the agency itself, you mentioned a few of the services you've been able to provide. Is there a way we can kind of go over some things that you're able to help somebody that is struggling with cancer, or maybe they recently received a diagnosis? What would be the process if they wanted to tie into the agency for assistance?
Well, we receive referrals we have a great relationship with the Garrett County Health Department and the Cancer Center here locally, and also the Schwab Center in Cumberland. And also, Mount Laurel has gotten in touch with us about people that might need help. And it's the benefit of being in a small town, because people know most of the time when someone's been struck with cancer. And we call them. If nobody has sent a referral like from the other agencies, and we know that someone has cancer, we go out and go after them and tell them what we do. And everybody, there's not one that has complained about us calling them. They're all so appreciative.
Yeah.
And what started as me doing it all by myself when we first started, we have what we call patient contact people now.
Okay.
And Brenda Reckner has been a big help, especially at the beginning.
Yeah.
She and I, did most of the work with the patients, and it just got so much bigger, and it's continued to do that. We now have 15. We call them patient contact people, and when somebody is diagnosed with cancer that we're made aware of, or we go after them, I send an email out, and one of the patient contacts will always come back and say, I'll take that person.
Okay.
Well, then they're the ones that are the contact with that person. They call them, tell them who they are, what we do, and they follow that person through their treatments. They pay their bills. They talk to them if they just need to talk. They offer other services that might help the person, and they follow them through their treatments. And then after they're in remission, they usually contact them like once a month and just say, hi, how's everything going? And just to keep that connection going.
Tremendous. Well, that's so cool. So it's a built-in referral system, from the local community. You guys are reaching out to those that may not come to you through that path. So that's so awesome that you're out there touching these people, making sure they're connected with. So that range of service is important. Everything from the financial need to the physical need. The relationship need. So it's so good. You guys kind of cover that spectrum. Now this organization puts a lot out into the community, and you guys do phenomenal fundraisers. You touched on that a little bit. You've got a special one coming up here, one that I've been involved with for a couple years. But I don't want to spoil that. I like people to come out and see me there. But no, it's been so awesome.
You're one of the entertainment. You're a part of the entertainment.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to talk about the lip sync event. You actually happening this weekend. So this podcast is going to come out before then. So anyone listening is going to have an opportunity to grab some tickets. But I don't want to spoil it. I'm going to hear it from you. Tell us a little bit about the lip sync event. As if I know all about it. Some people that are listening know all about it. But talk to us like someone's listening for the first time.
Yeah, so I've been probably as long as Connor's been helping. I think that's probably when I came on board with the lip sync. I didn't really know what I signed up for. But the first evening that we did it, I'm the stage crew, so I kind of help set up the stage for all of the acts that come on stage and they do their lip sync. I would say lip sync, but I think it's a lot of dancing too. The crowd gets really hyped up about all the dancing. And the doctors. Let's just talk about the doctors for a second. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but there was a certain male doctor that opened his shirt. Do you remember? And he had a T-shirt with abs on it. It was fantastic. The crowd went wild. But yeah, so the lip sync event is a huge fundraiser for Cindy's Fund. It is where local residents come together and form a team, and they compete against each other to be the best lip sync group. So there's crowd choice and there's judges choice. And the judges are actually cancer patients that we've either seen previously or who are currently going through treatment. And they're always so humble and fun, and they get right down into everything as well. I think for me, just to take a step back during the night and hear why people put themselves on the stage and go through all the chaos of preparing and the glitter and the costumes and everything else that they come up with, it's very humbling to hear that they've had a touch with cancer, whether they're a doctor treating it or whether their spouse or their mother or whoever is going through treatment, even their child. We've seen children participate in this who've had cancer. So it's very humbling to sit there and see all of it.
Yes, and our judges this year are Jason McClung, Sean Savage, and Louise Shiflett. And they're all current cancer stricken people, and they're all doing well. And we just love them, and we want them to have a good time. Yeah. It's a time awesome. To come and laugh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we have it catered by Schweitzer's Barbecue, which is another plus.
Oh, and,
yeah. It's just so much fun. People have said it's their most favorite event of the year.
I'll tell you, it is truly spectacular. You know, being up in front of that crowd, I'll say it's one of the loudest nights of the year. That's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's only because people are roaring, having a great time. I mean, it is an atmosphere that you don't want to miss. It's electric. You know, I don't understand how the neighbors sleep that night. Just because.
I think they're there. That's why they don't.
Well, that's
fight.
true.
Yeah.
Everyone's there having a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the food, the entertainment, it's just fun, and knowing that it's regular community members that are, whether they're business owners or whether they're family and friends of people that are going through cancer, or whether they're just, you know, regular people hanging out, they come down and they participate in this awesome event. So that's really cool. It's happening this Saturday. What time does it start?
Doors open at 5:30, and dinner will be served at 6, and the show starts at 7.
Awesome.
And we have some surprises this year. One great thing about Mandi is she comes up with these crazy ideas, and we love it. So we have some surprises this year.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That just adds to the pomp, the circumstance, the fun.
Yeah.
No, I'm really looking forward to it. Because, again, you guys don't even tell me what's going to happen. There's always a masked singer that comes into play. There's always some special surprise moments. So it's exciting, I think, for everyone. So that's a really cool fundraiser that's happening soon. Now, I understand you guys still have tickets available. Where could they get tickets?
Green Acres, Garden Center, or Lawn Center. Greg's Pharmacy, Zippy's at the lake, and Mountain Postal. They have
Excellent.
tickets. And then we'll probably have some tickets at the door.
Oh, great.
It's $40, and that includes dinner. And it's all like a donation.
Yeah.
It's basically
Well, I mean, that's
a donation.
tremendous. I mean, first of all, you can't get dinner for a good price anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
So be able to go in and get Schweitzer's barbecue for that, that's great.
Yeah.
Plus, you're donating to a fantastic cause while you're at it. And plus, all that great entertainment. It's going to keep you hooting and hollering all night long. So that's fun. So, lip sync event, they can buy their tickets locally, and they can join us this Saturday. We'll be happy to have them. But let's talk about some of the other fundraisers you guys do during the year. Sometimes I think I've talked to so many that are just envious of the ideas you guys generate. How do you come up with some of this stuff? Tell us about a little bit of the other fundraisers you guys do throughout the years.
Well, I want to mention the stable ones. We have the Art Beckman breakfast coming up. That will be in November, like the first weekend, and that is wonderful. It's all you can eat, full menu breakfast.
Ooh.
And then we have our walk in May, and we do a mailing. But Miss Mandi has come up with another idea for this fall.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So my mom used to own a daycare center called Little Rascals here in Garrett County, and when she was stricken with cancer the first time, she had to retire. She misses all of her children, and she's probably, I don't know, I can't go anywhere with her without someone saying, "Oh, Miss Shelley, you've raised my child." She literally has. So I wanted to honor her in her fight, and so we are going to do a fall festival on October 25th at Broadford Lake Park from 2 o'clock to 6. Weather permitting, we might show a movie after 6 if it's nice and not snowing. We're praying for no snow. But that is just all going to be about fun and kids fun. So we'll have a trunk or treat. We're going to have carnival style games. We're going to have a cakewalk, raffle baskets, all kind of stuff. So.
And you thought of the prayer event the night before.
Yes, so the night before on October 24th at 6 p.m. at Broadford's Amphitheater, we're going to host a prayer vigil for Cindy's Fund, for the cancer patients, for the Cancer Center, and the new Radiation Center that's coming. So if anybody would like to join, we'll be there at 6 p.m. on October 24th.
Wow, spectacular. You know, and it's funny you mentioned weather. You know, it's weird. We have to worry about snow at the end of October, but it happens.
Yeah.
And it might happen this year. They said it's going to be like last winter, so. Anyway, I think the snow just adds more to it. But
be fun.
I mean, you'll find people showing up anyway.
Yeah.
So nice. That's really cool. What a clever and unique idea. Definitely, you know, and we're gonna have to keep in touch to see what more things you guys come up with, because again, you guys have these ideas just flowing. Now, if somebody wanted to plug in to make sure they're paying attention to when you have these events or where they can just learn more, where's the best place they could go to keep in touch with you guys so that they know the latest?
Well, we do have a web page, and they can go to cindysfund.org, and everything will be listed there. And we try to advertise in the newspaper, on the radio. Facebook is our big advertiser.
Okay, great.
And I just wanted to mention, we also help GOBA, the town group that does events.
Yeah, the Greater Oakland Business Association. Yeah.
We sold lemonade last year in the summer, and we're going to be there. What's the date? October
10th. October 10th.
October 10th, and we're going to have games. They're going to have a new venue like this year, and we're going to have a neat game to play and prizes. But we'll also be selling. I don't know what we're going to sell yet. Maybe cider or something like that. We haven't gotten that far yet, but we like to help them promote the downtown businesses. And
that is spectacular.
Yeah.
And that's one reason I'm glad you guys are on the show today, because we like to highlight our businesses, which include our nonprofit businesses as well. That's services like what you guys provide help support and uplift our community. It makes it a better place to live, to know that there are organizations in our community that are out there stimulating the economy in a way that is caring for others. Mm-hmm. So it's a prime reason why people choose to make an area the place to live. It helps our businesses, it helps our people. So overall, I'm glad you guys came in today to tell this story. I'm glad we're able to share it. And of course, we're hoping that more people come out this weekend to support you. We're hoping that people come to future events to support you. If you can't make it to this year's lip sync, it is worth driving in. It is worth making time. You have to get out there to that event, not just because I'm the MC. I know that's an important reason, but no, the acts are incredible. They make me look like a novice up there. It is truly incredible.
And one other thing is that Built Construction has recently partnered with Cindy's Fund.
Oh, no, wait, tell us about that.
Yeah, they reached out, and for every roof they put on, they're going to donate $300 to Cindy's Fund, and will be included in their advertisement, which they do a great job with advertising.
Wow.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And one thing about the lip sync, I want to make people aware we do have a shuttle service.
Okay, great.
The shuttle will be provided by Garrett Transit, and they'll be in the town parking lot starting at 5:00, and they'll shuttle people up to the Elks and back every 15 minutes, and then they'll be there when the event is over, and they'll take them back down to the parking lot.
That's awesome. So I've actually used it myself. I know one year before I started emceeing, when I was just a participant, had a tremendous amount of fun. We parked in the downtown parking lot. Shuttle was perfect. Came, picked us up, made sure we got back, so we were able to enjoy the full length of the time and didn't have to worry about cramming into the parking lot. The bus came and picked us up, took us back. So again, really easy experience you've made for people to come and enjoy without worrying about what's going to happen and where am I going to park my car and stuff like that.
It rained horribly, and I don't think we had the shuttle at that time, and I just felt so bad. People were parked all the way down the hill at the Elks and then had to leave in a rain. Oh,
my.
It was a mess. But Mandi has come up with an idea for this year's lip sync that is really out of the box. And so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice.
We'll see.
No divulging in here. Because we'll get people. We want them to come and find out what it is.
We'll keep a secret.
All right. Well, spectacular, ladies. Can I have you repeat your contact information one more time?
Okay. They can follow us on Facebook. They can go to our webpage, which is cindysfund.org. If they need assistance with their expenses, they can call the Garrett County Health Department at 301-533-7777, or the Oakland Cancer Center, which is 301-533-4222.
They can even reach out on Facebook. I know some people have personally reached out to me. Any volunteers for Cindy's Fund will get you in connection with Sandy and her team. So
awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. I think we've had a wonderful show. I appreciate all the information you shared with us about Cindy's Fund. And again, I hope you get some more volunteers from this. I hope more people tune in to come and participate in these fundraisers. And of course, we hope that you guys continue to help people towards their recovery and going through navigating these difficult times. So again, appreciate all the work you and your volunteers do. Shout out to all of you guys, and we appreciate our listeners for tuning in for another episode of the Business B.E.A.R podcast. We appreciate you listening along. Be sure you're following us at our Garrett County, Maryland Department of Business Development Facebook page. We've got a LinkedIn, we've got an X or Twitter, whatever it's called these days, and we've got an Instagram. We want to see you there following us along. Keep in touch. We'll share everything going on in your business community around Garrett County. All right, folks, again, this is your buddy Connor Norman, and I'll see you all on the other side.